Tired of getting lured into a dealership based on deals that don't exist when you get there? 2017 F-150s are up to $10,000 off, or get 0% financing and trade assistance at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch.
0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly door buster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup. Jessup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jessup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jessup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
At Broadhurst Landfill, keeping our communities safe is the most important thing we do. Our local team of environmental managers, engineers, and scientists ensure that the long-term management of the landfill is safe for our workers, customers, and the environment. To learn more, visit our website at www.broadhurstlandfill.com, or you can go to the website, click Visit Us, and sign up for a tour to see firsthand how we operate. We hope to see you soon.
Why waste time haggling at other dealerships when the best deals, service, and selection are at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear? Get 0% financing and trade assistance on 2017 Escapes. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch. Right on the corner, right on the price. 0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
WIFO-FM Big Dog Country at 8 o'clock. It is time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show on FM 105.5. Brought to you this morning by Jessup Premium Storage, Mike Birch Ford, Republic Services, and Murphy's Builder Supply. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Jonathan. Again, Butch and Bob Show talking Wayne County football. Got Coach Ken Cribb, got touchdown club member Bill Parker, and also got his new offensive line coach in, who was an All-American, I believe, at South Carolina. Is that correct? Yes. Introduce him.
He was on the All-Decade team.
I asked him yesterday if he met Randy Teston yet. He said no, hadn't gone down to the bank yet and met him. But I said these two South Carolina guys got to get together. Two offensive linemen. He played with Randy played with George Rogers, and the coach here has played with the Sharp brothers, Sterling and Shannon Sharp in South Carolina.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, the name again? I'm sorry.
David Poinsett.
David Poinsett. Go ahead, Coach. Tell us where you're from and your background, and understand you coached in the CFL a little bit as well. And
well, I'm from Plantation, Florida, and went to school at the University of South Carolina. Was there in the 1980s. For some people, they know it as the Black Magic years with Joe Morrison. There, after I was finished, there I went, had a shot in the NFL. For me, stood for not for long, and came back to college, wound up being a student assistant, graduate assistant, spent 20 years coaching in college, anywhere from junior college up to Division I. And in the last couple of years, got out, went into high school, trying to raise some kids and get them through school, and wound up with a good coach here in Bluffton, South Carolina, Ken Cribb. Known Ken a long time, and we went our separate ways as head coaches at different high schools, and wound up coming back together here down at Wayne County, and we have a very good situation that we're in right now. Great community support, good young men, good program, good area, good football, and we're looking forward to a long time down here and some good things to come from it.
A little bit I've seen, and Coach Cribb has mentioned this in the interviews, he feels the strength of the team will be the offensive line. A lot of big kids on that offensive line. Your thoughts on what you've seen so far in camp and in the spring game against Brantley County?
Well, I'll address it two ways, if you will. You look at the offensive line, there's a lot of young men that are big, and I don't know that they've played together as a unit. So that's going to be something that they're going to work on here in summer and come this year. But standing back and looking on the field, what hits me from a recruiting perspective is not just offensive line, it's just overall team speed. From a high school perspective, looking at it, what I like is the cohesiveness and how these young men, they just like each other. You know, they enjoy doing what they're doing, and they do it with fervor. And, you know, as a coach, you can teach X's and O's, but you cannot teach hustle. and enthusiasm. That's something these Wayne County Yellow Jackets have. There's a burning desire down here, and we just need to get that out of them. So holistically looking at it, everything's positive. We're looking good. We're feeling happy. The kids are working forward. So we just got to keep them on that track. But as far as offensive line is concerned, yes, there's a bunch of good-looking young men, and I expect them to do some good things, and I expect us to have some success. But I expect a lot of recruiting to come out of this also. And when we focus on football, we got to focus on the second half of that. And these are student athletes too, so we're going to work on the academic end right here also. Mold these men into good citizens, good standing community members, and set them up for life and give them a plan. And that's a key component of our program here at Wayne County.
Well, the legend Lynn Haas, who played 17 years in the NFL, told me a long time ago it all starts with the center. So how's the center looking?
Well, the center's looking good. It does start with him. He holds the ball.
That's right. And who is our center of this year?
Sam
Fountain. Is it Fountain?
Yes, yeah. Sam, and he's a about as good as they come.
He looked like he
never
did a real
played
good job
center before, I don't think.
He tried it last year. I think they had to move him, but looking at the spring game, he looked like he made all the reads, did everything extremely well.
He did. And we're giving him a lot of latitude with what we do offensively, and getting our concepts across. We're letting them call some of the plays how they want it, which is going to be easier for them to remember, and they're having a good old time with it. And as long as that occurs and the teaching's happening and the molding's occurring, then we can see progress and we expect success.
And coach, of that big offensive line, again, those two running backs that are in the barn, MJ Fuller and Tranquil Holloway, just to name two of them. You got some others as well, but those two guys, and we talked about the Holloway kid. Again, he almost won a married person's game by himself a couple of years ago in a state playoff game. MJ Fuller, everybody knows his capability, but you got to be pleased with those two backs and how they've looked so far.
I am. Trying to look at the whole picture and different pieces of the puzzle. The big line, who are mobile and strong, and then you got those two quality backs, and they're prospects. Both those backs. Got to mix Victor Andrews into mix too.
Right, Victor Andrews, right? He was a big part
Victor
too.
Has great vision, and he moves really, really well. He's a good running back. So we got three quality running backs, great possession receivers, some guys that know how to run routes with great hands. Another third athlete, Demario Nelson at slot, Shamar Taylor Harrison at slot. So we got some good pieces to the puzzle. Like I said earlier, real excited about the defense. Very mobile, very aggressive, but offensively, we're going. We stay healthy, stay focused. We're going to be able to move the ball.
What's been amazing to me is the quality of people you brought in on your staff. The man right down to your right. One example, you brought Bubba Walker, Coach Ward. Name the staff that you brought, the strength conditioning guy you brought in. It's just amazing to me how you were able to reach out and bring these kind of quality people to Wayne County to build this program.
A lot of people said a lot of times I'd rather be lucky than good, and I'm a lucky person. I'd hope for a couple of good coaches, but we actually brought in 6 incredible quality coaches, and they all bring a different element to the game, and they're working extremely well together, learning from each other. And when you got experienced coaches who've had come from successful programs, and you blend it, and nobody's trying to force a round peg in a square hole. It's really coming together. So I'm a very fortunate head coach. The head coach, no matter what you better have some great help and some kids who can learn what you're doing. And right now the kids are working their rear ends off, and the coaches are, taking initiative. They're not sitting around waiting to be told what to do. They're there this morning. Every morning 7:30 to 12, we got a program going on at the high school. It's just really impressive. Between the breakfast and the lunch, we're getting a lot done.
Well, the reason there's so much excitement is, people not familiar with your program in Bluffton, South Carolina, high-octane offense. Again, I tell that story all the time. Ken Greiner says, get ready for the scoreboard to light up a little bit, because Coach Cribb likes to put points on the board, and that's what he's known for. But that's the excitement that's built in here. The kids seem to be excited with the offense. But it all starts with quarterback play. I know Garrett's looked good, but you always like to play multiple quarterbacks during the season as well.
We do. Correct? We used 3 last year, and they all have brought a different aspect to the game. But Garrett's really doing really well. He's a really smart kid who has an incredible arm, and he fits a major part of what I do offensively. He's going to be able to spin the ball for us. And
that's Garrett Overholt for maybe people that may not be familiar with, but again, he played last year, but again, back for his senior year.
Yep. So Garrett's really learned the offense, and his timing's getting better and better, and you know what he's looking for, and he's starting to really understand the philosophy behind what we do. So you know, the last 2 Saturdays winning both 7-on-7s has got a lot to do with his improvement. And you know, we'll have Ashby Cribb as a Wildcat quarterback, and Shamar Taylor Harrison. So we got 2 really good athletes that can come in and do a little other side of what we do.
And we saw that during the spring game. You played all 3 of those guys, and like I said, you kind of rotated them. You do that during the regular season? Is that just part of your game plan? You just kind of just like to rotate quarterbacks in and out?
If we start spinning our wheels, we'll shift gears. You know, so if things are rocking and rolling, I won't be shifting. I'll keep the pedal to the floor.
Well, I've told everybody the funny story. I said I had to interview with him. I said this was when all the spring sports were going on. I knew Austin was playing golf. And I say, Coach, what about the punt game? And you said, well, you hadn't done your homework. And I was like, well, I can't remember who the punter is. You said, no, we don't like to punt. And in the spring game, or the game against Brantley County, I think it was like 4th and 22 from our own 8-yard line, and we didn't punt. And I asked you after the game, Coach, if we get in a real game situation, we will be punting in that situation. You said, well, we might punt then.
We might.
We might.
Yeah. I won't put us in too bad a spot, but yeah, I do not like to punt. But you know, if my hand's forced, I probably would.
Right.
We'll see. And
the defense seems to be coming along. You know, and I know we had to revamp the entire secondary, but defensive line, you had people coming back. Linebacking core pretty much comes back intact. So from what I've seen with the defensive staff working with those defensive backs, they seem to find some talented kids out there as well. As you said, very agile, very quick, seem to be playing extremely well back there.
We're real deep in linebacker core. Secondary has come along really well. We got some quality kids back there. Probably need to build a little more depth in the secondary. Defensive line, very mobile. Not probably as big as we'd want to be, but very strong, very athletic. So that's going to help. And you know, just building depth right now is probably our major concern.
I'd ask you about the region, the schedule. You know, you've seen the schedule. Again, it is what it is. You didn't have anything to do with the schedule. There's some tough teams on that schedule, non-region opponents. You got Valdosta on the schedule. Got to play where in our region. First of all, let's go with the region. Again, it's a 5-team region. 4 teams get in, so that's always a good thing. But can we compete for the region championship this year? Do you think that we can handle
it? I'll be honest with you. I told the kids, my expectation is very high. Yes, we have the pieces that we can compete with anyone. Have to stay healthy, and the ball needs to bounce our way a little bit. But if we stay healthy and the ball bounces our way a little bit, we're going to be able to compete with everybody on our schedule.
And for those that haven't been out there, what's the numbers right now? I mean, it seems like there's a lot of kids playing football for Wayne County. Looks like you've been able to do a good job. We talk about it all the time. Coaches that have to walk the halls, get kids out, see kids that aren't playing football, get them interested. It seems like the staff has done a good job of searching and finding those kids right now.
We are. We have, you know, I had about 107 for the JV and varsity in the spring. We had over 70 sign up for the new freshman football team. We'll probably carry between 45 and 50 on the freshman team, and hopefully we're going to be around 100 with the JV varsity combo. The 6-quarter deal in Georgia is really, really good tool to use. We don't have them all, though. I'll be honest with you. We still have some athletes still trying to specialize, and hopefully we get away from that because you know, it's proven day in and day out. And the success I've had at other schools were simple. You know, you're better athletes. They perform better in their sports when they don't just specialize, when they do multiple things, and keeps you healthy, keeps you hungry. You know, you don't suffer from burnout or specialized injuries because you're using the same muscle group all the time. It helps build a attitude at school throughout. But you know, success breeds success, and we want our athletes enjoying their high school experience and making the most of it, making memories, and being a part of it. And this fall is going to be special. You know, we do have a really tough schedule, but the season's going to hopefully be long. Get through that non-region stuff and get into region and see where we are after non-region and see what kind of run we can make.
If you just joined us, Coach Ken Cribb and others in the studios talking Wayne County football. We got a lot of parents out there that, you know, you're talking about bringing a freshman team, a 9th grade team. A lot of people out there listening got kids in middle school. I know there's been a lot of talk about the weight programs at the middle schools, and you know, sometimes they show up and nothing takes place because the instructor's not there. Tell us how you're going to address the middle school weight program situation? Because I know a lot of parents out there are
real
curious
simple,
about that.
Real simple. Brought in Tommy Adams, who's the best I've seen. He's fairly young.
Talk about where he came from.
Well, he was a Division I strength coach at Winthrop in South Carolina. I hired him at Bluffton, and he's a nutritionist, strength coach, and he looks the part. He doesn't just talk it. He also walks it. He's a great example of what you're supposed, putting out what you're preaching and practicing what you're preaching. So he's real big with the kids on nutrition. The rest takes them through the whole process. He's going to design our programs for both middle schools. That's going to be a change for our middle school programs. They're going to have a diagram of exactly what the expectations are for those weight rooms and opportunity for those kids. That way, when we get them get them at the high school in 9th grade, they got a good base foundation of proper technique and lifting. And he does a great job. A lot of Olympic stuff, a lot of full range motion, complex lifting, and our kids. Last 2 weeks, other schools have struggled with cramps and this, that, and the other, but we got stronger. Saturday, when the playoffs started, when the tournament started, actually we were playing our very best, and it was very, very hot. So he's doing a great job. So it's going to be laid out. It's not do what you want. We're Yellow Jackets. Both weight rooms are at the middle schools are going to be, getting those kids ready for what they're going to encounter at the high school.
Also in the studio with us is Bill Parker with the Touchdown Club. Again, part of the fundraising events are underway. I know we want to mention a golf tournament that you got scheduled, Coach. It's going to take place on August the 5th at the Country Club. Bill, tell us about that and how people can sign up for that.
Okay, we, of course, Bob, with all the success we're having with the number of kids that's coming out, we also in a situation where we're going to need funds to help support these boys and young men. I keep calling them kids, but they're actually young men now. And Coach Cribb has come up with a fundraiser that we haven't done before. And he's doing it as a multi-sport fundraiser. It's not only football, it's all other sports. And it's going to be a golf tournament on August 5th at Pine Forest Country Club. And what he has done, he's set it up so that each sport, football, baseball, basketball, etc., would sell 5 hole sponsors to actually get the fundraiser started. And then, of course, after that, Coach Cribb can probably tell you a little bit about the team setup, but you're also going to have where you can enter your teams and what that cost will be. So I'm going to let Coach Cribb kind of tell you a little bit about the team setup.
Bob, what we want it to be is a big-time social to kick off the fall. It's the morning after the barbecue kickoff for the season.
On Friday, the 4th.
Yes, sir.
Right, that'll be at the school.
Yep.
That's always a fun event.
That is, and so that Saturday we want it's athletic department wide, and it's for the general fund. We have no way to raise funds for the general fund. This will be our first one. So we want to get every team involved, both middle schools involved, and it'd be a really, really fun social event, golf tournament for everyone. We're going to have 3-man teams, 6 per hole. That way certain people won't fudge on their score.
Yeah, won't get pencil whipped.
That's right. They won't be able to use like 4 or 5 mulligans, but
I've been in
mulligans.
tournaments like that before. That's fun.
Yep.
They sit at the 19th hole and say, "Well, we had an eagle on that hole, didn't we?" No.
Yeah, that's right. But anyways, it's a way to really kick off the fall, bring everybody together, and it starts. The new year starts in the fall.
How much will it be per team?
$300 a team.
So it's $100 per person.
It is.
Right,
it is.
Like I said, it's a fundraising event.
It is.
I'm sure they'll have closest to the pin, things like that. Have prizes, mulligans, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. 2 mulligans, a throw. We're gonna do some fun stuff, make it creative. I want everybody to enjoy it. We're gonna have a cookout, and so 19th hole. So we got some people we're trying to get sponsored. We need help. We just need, whole sponsors $100, and we need everybody. We need everybody to jump in and either play in the tournament, sponsor a hole, or just be a part of it. And we hopefully have a tournament sponsor. We're waiting to hear back, but I think Coca-Cola may be our tournament sponsor, and we're going to go down and talk to Piggly Wiggly about being the 19th hole sponsor, and just some fun stuff. But this is big for the athletic department. Another big thing is, if we start to fall off right and we can get things going, it's going to carry over through all our sports all year long and support all our kids. I know we still have some, and Bill's got some notes on this, but we got some advertising signs at the stadium that we need to finish out. Just want to get the word out there. We got a few spots left, and we'd like to finish this off. And cause we got some projects. We got some projects coming up, and the best way to do that is to sell all our advertising signs and sell all our seats in the stadium. So we get those things done, we're going to be able to do a lot more for our kids.
I talked to Nicole Lane yesterday, talk about seats and ticket sales. She says those will go on sale, early July, but she says she's like me, she's getting a lot of calls. People want to know how to get tickets, where to get tickets. She thinks that the ticket sales are going to be extremely high this year, so it's going to be fun. Like I said, the excitement just continues to build, and everybody's talking about football, getting ready for this high school football season. Everybody liked what they saw over in Brantley County. Like I said, the kids seem to be excited and look like they're, focused and locked in, and the excitement just continues to build for this upcoming season.
Yes, sir. We're excited. We really are, and I'm not just being optimistic. I don't want to say too much, because, but my expectations are real high, and we want everybody involved. I want Bill to talk a little bit about what we got left on advertisement, because that's our biggest fundraiser, and that does the most for our kids. Bill.
Okay, yeah. Back to the situation with trying to raise money and support these coaches and boys day in and day out. We rely heavily on ad sales, and this is the year that all the ads at the stadium renew. So we're in the process of renewing ads, and we've come up now. We've got 3 scoreboard ads left available, and that's where you get a sign up on the big scoreboard and your electronic ad that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That scoreboard stays on year round. It covers most every event that goes on at the high school football field, people that walk, people that's out there any time of the day and night. If you go by there at 10 o'clock at night, it's on, or if you go by at 6 a.m., it's on. So you're getting constant advertising there. And we also have a few ads left on the new band bleachers, and that's those square ads that's displayed up above the top of the bleachers there, and we have a couple of those left also. And one other thing too, Bob, you touched on season tickets. This year, Coach Cribb was able to get an extra home game by bringing one of the Savannah schools to Jessup, so we don't have to travel. So with the season ticket package this year, instead of paying, you're going to pay for 5, but you're actually going to get 6 games. So that's a plus. And if anybody's interested in season tickets, you can call Nicole at the high school at 427-1088 and get your name on the list. I know they do offer the tickets to past holders first, and I think the mail's going out this week on tickets. So we feel like tickets are going to sell extremely well because of, like I said, the excitement in the community. Folks that went to Brantley County about a month ago now really walked away there impressed and excited. So we feel like that ticket sales are going to be extremely good. Another thing that Coach Cribb hadn't touched on yet, but I'm going to mention, is he has a vision for a new weightlifting facility at the high school. And when he first started talking about it, talking to the Touchdown Club, and he kept stressing, and in this facility, it's going to be a multi-use facility. This isn't something that he's seeing just for football. He's looking at it for the cheerleaders that can use it, a basketball team, soccer team, and we are in the process of the Touchdown Club has met and voted, and we have extended a gracious amount pledged towards that new facility. And in these ads we sell and these fundraisers we're doing, we're hoping that we're going to be able to help Coach Cribb see this come to fruition. It's something that Wayne County needs. They had never had. Very nice facility, and I'll let Coach Cribb, if he wants to, speak on that in a little bit. But we've just got a lot of things coming up. If someone is interested in an ad, they can call Holly at 424-7206, or they can give me a call at my office at 427-9345, and we will talk to them about ads, or they can see Jonathan Overholt, or most anybody can help them out on these ads. And we appreciate anything the community can do to help us achieve these goals.
And again, when the golf tournament, I guess they can call either Nicole or possibly the pro shop in a couple days. They'll have that lined up over there.
Yes,
sign
sir.
up as
Yes,
well.
we're getting flyers out now, and by the end of the week we will have everything set. So where, if you want to play in the tournament, or you want to sponsor a hole, or just volunteer some time to help run the tournament. So we want to get as many people involved in this tournament and make it a fun day.
Okay, Bob, got a couple of quick texts here. Let's just get to those. First off, welcome to Wayne County, Coach Poinsett. That was one text in. Also, how will the golf tournament funds be allocated to all the sports? You said it was going to the general fund.
General fund.
Right, and then how is the summer basketball program going? Those were our 3 comments this morning.
Summer basketball is finishing up this week. They've been playing hard and traveling a lot, and it looks good. I know teams are working really, really hard. The funds are going to the general fund, and what that is for is big-ticket items. 2 things we want to do is be able to set up a general fund so we can take care of big-ticket items, so that doesn't come out of each individual sport's budget.
Right.
If the softball team needs a batting cage net, or the basketball team needs a rebounding machine, or those are big-ticket items. That can't come out of their specific budget of accounts. That's too big of an item. Also, we want to start a uniform rotation for the teams. That way, if the school's supplying the uniforms, we want to keep the kids looking good, feeling good about themselves, and have a rotation so it's fair and even across all sports.
Well, again, we appreciate y'all coming in. We'll continue to promote these fundraising events. Again, kickoff banquet you mentioned is going to be August the 4th. Got a speaker lined up for that. I'm sure you're going to have a speaker. Have you lined that up yet?
I got a backup speaker.
A backup speaker?
Yeah,
that's good.
Got a backup speaker. We'll see about the speaker, but yeah,
But that's always a fun kickoff event. Like I said, the last couple of years it's been a well-attended event. Again, it's always a barbecue event. People enjoy it, so it comes. And like I said, that'll be kicking off on Friday, August 4th, and then the golf tournament will be that Saturday, August 5th. So it's just a whole weekend of football.
It's going to be a fun week. We're also going to have dinner and a movie for the team in Midnight Madness. So you see the lights on over at the stadium after midnight. First night we're allowed to have full contact. That we'll have just
Midnight
finished
Madness.
up
That'll be good, yeah.
dinner and a movie. And
Well, Coach, again, I've told you several times that everywhere I go, the excitement just is everywhere. Everybody's excited about this upcoming season. They're excited about the staff you put together. They met these people, again, quality people, as you mentioned, with reputations that have been through very successful programs. So people are getting excited. The thing I like, talk to the kids. That's where I get most of my information. They seem to be really excited. Everybody I talk to, MJ Fuller, Tranquil Holloway, list goes on. These kids are excited about what's taking place at Wayne County High School, and they're really looking forward to a big year. And I think ticket sales are going to be extremely well for the football season, and we're looking forward to it. Again, they're looking for the entire year. The softball team's going to do well. I only got one senior from that team last year. Dave Madge will be here tomorrow to talk girls softball. So a lot to look forward to in the upcoming school year. It's going to be fun.
We appreciate what y'all do. This show does a great job for the high school and our athletic department. And just I'm excited, and it's just everybody come together and don't wait, don't hesitate, and whatever you do, don't miss it.
And Coach, appreciate you coming in. Sure. Well, welcome to Wayne County. I didn't ask you about your family. You got family here?
I do. I have a wife and 3 children. They're going to become part of the Wayne County school system, and hopefully get a very good education, which they're known for around here. Right. And we look forward to coming down.
What age are your children?
I have a 10th grader, an 8th grader, and a 6th grader.
Boys or girls?
I have 2 daughters, and you will see me if you want to go out on a date with them first. And I have a young son.
I just wonder if they're athletes. Are they athletic?
Yes, all 3 of them are athletic. They're in the gifted and talented programs. They look forward to coming down here and participating in athletics and academics.
Sounds great. Again, appreciate you coming in. Make sure you go down by and talk to Randy. I'm sure you can talk South Carolina football. There's a lot of South Carolina fans here. I got a niece in Carolina, so there's a lot of Gamecocks in Wayne County.
Is there now?
Yeah, so you'll enjoy that.
Fantastic.
Again, appreciate you coming in, Coach. Looking forward to the upcoming season. Again, that's going to do it for the world famous Butch and Bob Show. Thanks again, Jonathan, and again, everybody have a great day.
At Mike Birch Ford, 0% financing on nearly every new vehicle on our lot, plus trade-in assistance. 0% can save you thousands. Available now on F-150, Focus, Edge, and Escape at Mike Birch Ford. 0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each